Hi, Tim from Fair Play now, and it's the 19th of January 2021, and it could very well be a big day. Now, in yesterday's video I was talking about this particular organisation where the first part of the name starts with the 17th letter of the alphabet. I'm just going to refer to them as 17. Don't know who they are, so I think you can guess who they are that I'm talking about. But I was saying that he seems like he's one of the main front runners for at least the European side of it. I mean, it's largely an American organisation, but they are worldwide and obviously in Europe. And it's funny because no sooner that I kind of posted my yesterday's video onto YouTube, I saw that there was an interview with this guy with James Delingpole. Now, James Delingpole I would regard as a relatively mainstream journalist, proper journalist. I mean, he doesn't currently work for any of the major publications or channels, but he used to work for the Telegraph and Spectator, I think he said. So he's a properly trained, experienced mainstream journalist, or was. I came across him when all the Brexit stuff was going on, because he was kind of quite an outspoken guy on the Brexit side of things. And yeah, I came across an interview between him and this bloke I was talking about yesterday, the bald-headed English bloke. And it's quite funny because I've seen a few of his other videos, and the people he's been interviewed by and talked to in those just seem to be kind of, yeah, more or less on the same wavelength as him, so they don't really question him that much. But this interview with James Delingpole, I'll leave the link to it in the comment section below, by the way. But he was kind of asking him more in-depth questions than what everybody else does. And I've got to warn you, this bloke's going to come out in this interview. He comes out with some pretty outlandish stuff. Kind of almost unbelievable stuff. So of course James Delingpole was quite kind of questioning him and everything. Going, really? Are you sure about that? Yeah, it's all this sort of stuff. And the guy was sort of giving fairly credible answers. I mean, it's still a little bit unbelievable, but if what he's saying is true, it's just going to be mind-blowing. And this guy seems to be absolutely adamant that Donald Trump's not going anywhere tomorrow, and that Biden won't be president tomorrow, and he just seems absolutely adamant. But I guess the proof's going to be in the pudding, isn't it? And if everything starts kicking off tomorrow, or a lot of people think it's going to be today, because it's obviously supposedly Trump's last full day in office. So it makes more sense that he'd do stuff today rather than tomorrow, I'd have thought. And also, people sort of think, the way Americans write the date, it's actually 1/19. Sort of first month, 19th day. And that is 9/11 the other way round. So, some of these people think that's highly symbolic. So that if stuff's going to happen, it's going to happen today. So, I know I'm just going to be watching this space. Obviously, if Biden's president tomorrow or the next day, tomorrow, if he's in office tomorrow and begins his presidency, that's going to sort of blow this bloke's credibility out of the water, isn't it, I guess? Which I'd have thought he'd have been loath to do, because he's supposedly got over 8 million followers on his website and various social media channels and all the rest of it. And if he's wrong about all this stuff, the day after tomorrow, he's only going to have probably a tiny fraction of that left. So you can see he's putting a lot on the line if he's only going to just be proved wrong. So that's a bit of a question I've got in my mind about this guy. But anyway, I'll leave a link in the description box below in the comment section as well, and you can watch this video and you can look at this guy and what he's saying and see what you think. And yeah, I guess if it's either going to be he's wrong and Biden's going to be in, or something else is going to happen, which essentially makes this bloke right. And if he's right about that, he's possibly right about everything else he's saying, which is going to be mind-blowing. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting couple of days, whatever happens. So I'll leave a link, as I say, to that interview below and leave it there for now, although I may well be back later, especially if anything big starts kicking off. So it's Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.